Start validating yourself. I just seen a video and the creator said, practice embodiment instead of performance. And I'm like, whoa. Because I've been trying to put that feeling into words and I can only really describe it as validating myself, but it's really just embodiment and not needing validation from that. So one and the same, but it's like people don't have to see what you're doing. People don't have to validate what you're doing. They don't have to make you feel special, and you shouldn't want that because not everyone always sees what you see or can feel what you feel when you do the things you do. So it's like looking for a certain reaction. It's just a bit unhealthy. You should always validate yourself because you are the only person with your experience. Like, whoa, validate yourself. Oh my goodness. And that goes for anything. Like, cause you just gotta get used to it. When you're, if you work, you make a mistake. Well, it's okay because I had to learn anyway. When you're driving, you almost hit somebody. Well, now I know not to do that again, but it's all right. When you're skipping down the street in a public area, this makes me feel nice. I want to do this for myself, not because other people are looking, but because I'm breaking out of societal self consciousness. And it's like literally for everything, validate yourself and you can learn from it yourself. You don't have to go to people for feedback. And sometimes doing that is nice when it's like when you're kind of broad with it and just kind of looking for a different perspective on things. But what somebody says is not the say all be all. It's literally, it comes down to you at the end of the day. And that's just something you gotta live with. Because it's like maybe some people like to put the burden on others or feel like they have an excuse to do what they don't intuitively feel they should do because somebody else said the opposite. But it's like, no, because it always leads back to you at the end of the day. Like, so just live with that. Validate yourself. Practice embodiment and not performance. Do not perform for people. Do not overly perform for people. And that's something I'm still learning. Like when I'm at work, it's like I have to constantly basically entertain people because that's just what this life is basically. And it's like, ugh. And I'm really learning how to not overly do that. Like I find everything so annoying. But it's like even in those instances, I'm still trying to not like overly do something that's not what I want to do. Like everything is fine. Nothing is necessarily wrong. And everything I do is a learning experience and I'm going to stand on that. I don't apologize for things at all. I don't over explain myself and I don't really second guess myself. If I have a question, I'll ask a question. If I want to say excuse me, I'll say excuse me. But besides that, it's like nothing else. Like, please. Like, it really just don't be that real. And again, it always leads back to yourself and your peace. So just stick with that and just love that because nobody else cares. Genuinely, like when I'm talking to my coworker, she'll start overly explaining the reason why she did something and it already done past 10 seconds. I'm like, girl, we're already in a new timeline. It genuinely does not matter. I don't care at all. And that's why I don't do that because it really does not matter. Unless I feel the need to explain my thought process or explain why I did something or explain why I asked a question, I don't need to do that. Because one, something should be common sense. Two, it does not matter to another person. It matters to me and only me. And I like things for myself. I like making things for myself and I like things being for myself. So I would just say I find myself, my thoughts, my life, my actions, my awareness very precious. And I really do just try to keep that to myself in all aspects. So that's why I really do like the phrase practice embodiment and not performance. And only validate yourself because you have to make yourself so special. And it's just amazing. Like, it's just so cool and it's so fun over here. Like, well, this is not for anybody else. Who cares about anybody else? Like, literally, who cares? It's just you.